Okay, Dick, taking a look at your swing here. Starting with the driver. One thing we're working on is getting the ball position across from the inside of the left foot. Your head well behind the ball, right shoulder lower than the left. So with the ball being teed up in the air, it's a much different starting position. And we do this to encourage an upswing on the ball. We don't want a downward strike because then we'll go underneath the ball, hitting the tee and grass and pop it straight up. So in order to avoid the pop up, to hit it high up in the air and solid, you need a little bit more weight on the right foot, head behind the ball, right shoulder lower than the left, ball across from the left foot. This is a perfect setup here. From there, you're pretty much just trying to swing up on the ball being teed up. Nice and high will allow you to do that. So you're getting a pretty good turn. A lot of good stuff in that swing. I like that. So you're seeing you're keeping your head behind the ball. And you swing up on it. Good. Head behind the ball, swing up on it. And then your body rotates towards the target. Good finish here. Right knee up by the left knee, right hip up by the left hip, right shoulder up by the left. All really good stuff. So once again, really the key is in the setup. Ball across from the left foot, tilt back, head well behind the ball, keep it there as you hit, swing up on it. You will definitely hit some nice high solid drives. Take a look at your iron swing. We can see this is a little bit more of a different setup. Ball's more towards the middle, head's more across from the ball, and you do this very well also. So you were getting a lot of shots where you hit behind the ball. The reason is you're keeping all your weight back there, and so that's what caused the club to bottom out too early. So we really worked hard on transferring your weight to the left foot, getting into a full finish where the arms and club are up over the left shoulder at the end. Body's fully rotated, pointing towards the target. Opposed to you were staying very flat-footed and you were stopping about right here. So now we've got a bigger swing going. Really good shoulder turn. So, you know, you're a little flat-footed there. That right foot's still on the ground, so we want that lower body and upper body to be turning. So you get into a good finish. You do it just a little bit late. This one hit pretty well. So you can see the strike right there, the divot in front, which is really good. But I would encourage you to get more weight transfer. Bring in Adam Scott. Just look at his lower body and weight transfer. Watch as he gets up here. Look at that transfer. See that? Transfers weight. And for you to keep it simple, because we don't want to clutter your mind with a lot of thoughts, just keep it very simple. Just work on turning your body and balancing on the left leg. Keep it easy. You can see how as he strikes the ball just after it, weight's coming up off the right foot. You're a little flat-footed. But just continue to work on turning. So anytime you hit behind the ball, turn sooner. See that turn you're doing right there? Just do that a little sooner, and that'll help you bottom out further ahead. Opposed to behind the ball. So we've covered hitting it higher with the driver, hitting the irons more solid. You're making the grass contact, which is really good. We just need it in front of the ball. Now the hybrid, which is always an unusual club for you, because you tend to hook this thing, and sometimes you hook it pretty badly, although you tend to slice in your irons and driver. So for some reason, this club, you have a tendency to swing the club weight in this way, so in towards there, and keeping the club face too closed, which is exactly what you're trying to do with the irons and driver. So to cure the hook with this club, we want to swing the club more along the shaft plane here, or maybe even above it. while you're doing that, you need to open up the club face more, especially on days you're hooking. So you have to imagine swinging the club along that angle, out across with an open club face. So you definitely get it way outside there, which is good. We were exaggerating it. Your old swing would have been underneath that shaft plane. That shaft plane that I drew right there. So you're above it, and then you're also the club face nice and open opposed to face down that way. So this is pretty good here. So then now you can just swing down on it. Look at that hit. So from up there, just swing down and across. See how you're swinging along that angle of the shaft plane? If you leave the club face open and prevent it from flipping over, that thing will definitely not hook. Just be careful, you don't want to do this too much because we don't want to start slicing the ball. It looks pretty good. A couple things for you to practice.